On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
Diverse dolls and stuff. Like, where was that? I wasn't back then. I mean, I didn't grow up like that.
Well, they're blatant now. I feel like back in the day, like Barney, all the characters were like ambiguous. It was like, is this a man? Is this a woman? Nobody really defined it because it was like a character. I never knew what gender Barney is. What gender is Barney? I still don't know, to be quite honest. And even like Big Bird, like a lot of the
dinosaur.
Right. So they weren't real. So they didn't have like everything. It wasn't focused on gender at that time because it was a bird. It was a dinosaur. It was a dog. No one was focusing on, is it a man? Is it a woman? So now everything is so woke, I guess, that all the characters are doing like different things. I don't know. They're no longer like animals and stuff. They're people.
Well,
I don't
drag queens.
Look, Big Bird, Barney, all these niggas didn't wear no drawers.
All right. With that being said, the Barney documentaries. Let's talk about it. Let me get a woman to speak up on it. Which one of the ladies want to go ahead on it?
I mean,
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say is I always wonder what happened to Barney because I was a '90s kid, born in '90.
What?
I always wondered what happened to Barney. I mean, I figured I grew out of it and just like times went on and new characters come about, but I always did wonder like where did it go so like quickly. Barney kind of wasn't too big in my house because Barney's kind of like ambiguous. So I don't know. We didn't do too much Barney in my house growing up. I think this is very trivial. I didn't know about it. Don't care about it. I don't think any of us should care about it. Barney's dead and gone, so we should just let him rest in peace.
Okay, just want to get a couple more.
Whatever he is. Yeah.
Just want to get a couple more people up on it. We ain't gonna go roundhouse on this one. I thought it was interesting. Go ahead.
I think it's trivial, but some of these cartoons nowadays is toxic to y'all children. Y'all letting these cartoons and TVs teach y'all's kids, and y'all should be teaching y'all's kids. Some of these cartoons are introducing the LGBTQ terms. They're okay with boy on boy little toys and all that. So I say be careful what cartoons you letting your kids watch if you let them watch cartoons.
Hey, kid, you know what's crazy is that you don't even know. You just like walk in on it and be like, what the hell is going on here?
That's sad.
Yeah, because it becomes part of the script.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you don't watch it yourself, ain't no telling how long your child has been consuming it. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll repeat my same thing on the last one. This whole documentary ain't gonna affect my family, gonna affect my community. I don't give a fuck about it. It ain't gonna stop nothing. My food ain't gonna go up. My gas ain't gonna go up. It's trivia shit.
I was honestly watching Dexter's Laboratory. No offense or anything, Barney.
All right.
I wanna comment on it just really quickly. I think that this one is more. I think that this one is more of a big picture than the other one, actually, just because this speaks. Did you hear what she said in the beginning? She said that Barney was inclusion, Barney was acceptance, and all of that nonsense. Barney was all about, okay, well, whatever. They're just trying to make it seem like this, to me, left-wing propaganda of acceptance and everybody's equal and everybody's all together. I think that what they're trying to do is make it look more, I don't know, what is it called? Like, I don't know the word, like liberal, more liberal than what it was. Does that make any sense? And that's why I think it's more important to what we see today when we see all of these cartoons that are like LGBT, that are pushing the gay agenda, all of that. That's what it seems like to me.
Okay, Bruce, I see you came off the mic. I don't really think the Barney documentary is going to strike this conversation like this. But go ahead, Bruiser. Bruiser, you frozen?
Yeah, so I don't, am I good?
Oh, yeah, you're good. Yeah, it might be like a small delay, but go ahead.
Right,
I know on it.
Well, I know everybody got their own right to opinion, but it sounds like people are being dismissive because it don't directly affect it. But I mean, I don't think like that. You know what I'm saying? There's this thing called consideration of others. You never know what your kids are gonna grow up seeing. You never know what they're gonna look at. You don't know what their friends or family, whatever. So I have some kind of remorse for, what other people outside of myself go through. So I'll say big picture, especially because it could affect children. And I think it's just something. It's just teaching us that although people are can prop up some character to be this good angel or make you feel happy or whatever, there's still a such thing as a monster underneath. Humans are going to be humans. Nobody's perfect. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that this character had drugs and stuff given it to kids, I'm from my understanding, he was giving it to kids or something like that. Is that safe to say? I don't want to make the wrong. I heard somebody was hiding it in his tail or some shit. So that my understanding, he probably was either using it or he was giving it to kids or whatever. So I didn't see the documentary. There's another one I didn't see. But for me, I would say it's big picture. So it's just letting me know that, hey, look, although something can appear good and good character, for kids and stuff, it may not always, be depicted that way.
Gotcha. Angry Man, I don't know if you wanted to chime on this or not.
Trivial.
Trivia.
Parents need to raise their kids and stop letting cartoons raise them.
Agreed.
Short and sweet. There you go.
But that could be that could be the big picture. That example right there actually could be the big picture. That, hey, you probably shouldn't let these motherfuckers raise your kids. You should raise your own kids. Could be the big picture out of it. So it's.
I don't think it's big picture because there's in 2022. I don't think it's big picture because there are way bigger issues going on right now than that.
But big picture wise, what do you guys think is worse? What we watched as kids in the 90s or what the kids are watching now?
Now. I wasn't watching two men kissing and all that extra stuff and all the extra sexual stuff on TV. But now it's like what wasn't a norm back then, they're pushing it to be a norm.
Yeah.
Why are these little toys dressing up as these little man toys dressing up as women, little girls, like in shows and movies, and now they're having these diverse dolls and stuff? Like, where was that? I wasn't back then. I mean, I didn't grow up like that.
Well, they're blatant now. I feel like back in the day, like Barney, all the characters were like ambiguous. It was like, is this a man? Is this a woman? Nobody really defined it because it was like a character. I never knew what gender Barney is. What gender is Barney? I still don't know, to be quite honest. And even like Big Bird, like a lot of the
dinosaur.
Right. So they weren't real. So they didn't have everything. It wasn't focused on gender at that time because it was a bird. It was a dinosaur. It was a dog. No one was focusing on, is it a man? Is it a woman? So now everything is so woke, I guess, that all the characters are doing like different things. I don't know. They're no longer like animals and stuff. They're people.
Well,
I don't
drag queens.
Look, Big Bird, Barney, all these niggas didn't wear no drawers.